The real estate market is crashing. Save us, Jesus! Help me, Tom Cruise! The bubble is popping! Except it's not. Unless you live in California, in which case you're fudged. You thought I was gonna say... But this is a children's show and we do not swear on here. What's up, everybody? Tommy Mutchler here, your Pacific Northwest Realtor. Actually, we're changing it. Your Bellingham Northwest Realtor, because be a little more specific. And of course, I'm going to tell you there's no housing bubble. I'm a greedy realtor playing a trick on you, so you'll buy real estate and line my pockets with that fat cash. I'm sorry, I can't joke that way. I had to beat the trolls to the punchline. Got him! The market isn't crashing despite what some people might be saying. At least not in our area. Sorry, California. Instead, we're experiencing more of a shift from a seller's market to a more balanced market. And there's a few reasons for that. First off, buyers are just generally getting tired of being beat up with multiple offers on multiple houses, and they just put the house hunting on hold because of that. Not to mention, there's been several increases in interest rates, which paired with increase in home prices makes home ownership a little more expensive. And all these things combined have created less buyers, thus creating less demand, which slows things down a little bit. Now, all that said, things here in Whatcom County and in my local marketplace are still doing pretty good. And by pretty good, I mean it's still a seller's market. Like, it hasn't crashed at all, right? You know, all indicators, show that prices are still going up, homes are still selling fast, and there's still a lack of homes for sale, right? Which are all indicators of a seller's market. Now, that may confuse some of you because I just said we're shifting from a seller's market to a more balanced market. And while I did say that, that's because that's what we're seeing around the country. However, that's not necessarily happening just yet here in Whatcom County. Again, unlike, say, California, prices are still going up and homes are still selling pretty quickly. However, it is my belief that Whatcom County is heading towards a more balanced real estate market over the next year or two. When will it happen? I don't know for sure. Truth be told, you can't really predict the market, but we can make educated guesses. And based on what I see happening, I think we're heading towards a more balanced market. Again, overall, I think things are going to cool down a little bit, but certainly not a real estate crash. We'll see less buyers and more homes for sale down the road. Home prices will still increase, but at a much slower rate than what they currently are. That said, it is entirely possible that prices can take a small dip. Though if that happens, it would be temporary and prices, of course, would go back up. I also think we'll continue to see small increases in interest rates, with them later going down sometime over the next few years. Now, if you're worried about what happened back in 2008, I wouldn't if I were you. Simply put, what happened back then can't happen again. Basically, the types of loans people were getting back then were like no income, no job, no problem, right? Like, pair that with some really sketchy and illegal lending practices caused the crash. Now, that's just a brief summary, right? Like, I can go much deeper into another video like that. Actually, if you want me to, let me know if you want me to make another video about 2008 and what happened. But for the most part, those lending practices and those loans aren't available and they're illegal and they're not happening today. Which means what happened in 2008 isn't gonna happen again. At least not for a very long time. And in which case, it would still be illegal. Now, all this begs the question of whether or not you should buy or sell right now. And the answer is, it's really up to you. Is now a good time for you and your family to buy or sell a home? Or would it be better to wait? We know long-term prices are going to go up, so again, it really depends on whether or not now is a good time for you and your family. Also, on a side note, I think it's important to mention that you cannot time the market. You simply can't. I mean, if you could, I would be rich, right? Like, we would all be rich if you could time the market. But it's just, I think we all know it's physically impossible to time the market. So if you're trying to buy when things are really low and sell when things are high, it's probably not going to happen. In fact, did you know if you bought a house at the peak of 2008, right before everything crashed, when prices were at their highest, did you know that property would be worth 21% more today than when you first bought it in 2008? meaning buying at the tip of the market, you're still profitable. You're still winning. Yeah, there's this dip, right? But it went back up because prices always go back up. Meaning if you bought a house in 2008 for $287,000 and you held on to that property for 10 years, so 2008, it's 2018 right now, it's 10 years, through the dip, right, it would be worth $363,000 today. That means buying at the worst part of the market, at the peak of the market, buying at the absolute worst time, over 10 years, you still made $76,000, right? You didn't time the market right. You bought at the worst time, and yet you still made $76,000. And that's because prices long-term, they're gonna go up. You buy and hold. In real estate investing, they always teach us, you buy and you hold. You don't sell, you're not gonna time the market, right? Unless you need to sell for a very particular reason, right? It's the name of the game is buy and hold. Long-term investments, they're always gonna go up, right? So unless you're planning on moving in a few years, I don't know if buying's right for you. You know, it might be better to rent. That's, again, it comes down to what is best for you and your family. What I do know is that if you hold long-term, it's gonna go up, right? Even if we were to crash tomorrow, you're still gonna be positive. That said, again, I don't think we're gonna crash. I don't think we're gonna crash. I think interest rates are gonna go up slightly. I think things are gonna cool off, and if there's a dip in prices, they're just gonna go back up. Again, you can try and time the market, but I don't think it's gonna work out. What I will say though is make sure you hire a really aggressive realtor that's gonna help you negotiate the lowest price on the house that you wanna buy. If you're looking to sell, you know, same thing. Find someone who's gonna fight for you, that's gonna market the crap out of your house, that's gonna do a really good job of getting you the most money out of your house, right? So just, again, find a great agent that's gonna do a really good job and you'll be fine. Do what's best for your family, and I wouldn't worry about the market crashing. All right, everybody, thank you so much for watching today's video. Let me know down in the comments if you think I'm wrong, you think the real estate market is gonna crash, and that I'm just crazy head over here that's trying to get you to buy so I can line my pockets with more cash. It's a joke, by the way. I hope, you know, one of you doesn't think it's a joke. One of you thinks I'm being serious. Also, down below in the description, there's a sign-up link if you want to receive monthly market updates. No spam or anything like that. Just once a month, I'll send you a fresh market report, let you know what's going on, keep you up to date. Really important if you own real estate or you're thinking about buying real estate, it's good to keep up to date and know what's going on. In the meantime, hit that like button, smash that subscribe button. My name's Tommy Mutchler, your Bellingham, Washington realtor. I got it that time. And I'll see you in the next one. Aside from my soul,